What is going on, guys? It is Classics here, and today I'm bringing you another video. Now there's one thing y'all should really know about me. I honestly don't like MW3s. Like, that's just how it is. And honestly, sorry if I'm playing bad right now. It's like 5 a.m. and I'm getting used to a new schedule that I'm doing. And yes, I'm still in school. I'm only a sophomore in high school right now. But my new schedule consists of waking up at like 5 a.m. for practice in the morning. So yeah, back to MW3. I honestly do not like that game, like, whatsoever. I mean, I can even give you a reference to ask. Like, his name is Filaro. Like, we've been friends forever. And actually, that's where we started, like, sniping and trick-shotting on, is MW3, which is really weird. Sorry guys, I have this really bad habit of opening the menu like every time I die. I don't know what it is. I don't even know where I picked it up from. So yeah, that's where we started like sniping and trick-shotting on, and now I just really don't like it. Like back when I actually played it, I was in a team called Chrome. Y'all may be able to know that from like some of my earlier videos if y'all were like an early subscriber. And so when I was in that team, the leader actually wanted us to start playing some BO2, since that's what was popular back then. You know, everyone wanted to see like trick shots and stuff in feeds from BO2. And so that's what he wanted us to play. And so we started playing BO2 and stuff, and honestly, like, I wasn't very good at it, so I was kind of a back and forth, like, MW3 BO2. And like while we were going more back and forth, actually my friend Filaro, which I mentioned earlier, he wanted to play more BO2, and I was still kind of, you know, more wanting to play MW3 since that's what we had been playing for a long time, and we were actually all really good at it. And so like being a good friend and everything, like, you know, I always wanted to play with him. He was really cool. And so I decided, you know, whatever, like, we'll play some BO2. Maybe he'll want to play some MW3, like, later or whatever. For the longest time, we didn't really play MW3. It was actually, like, BO2, like, constantly. And actually, because we started playing BO2 a lot more, like, I actually started liking it and actually got really good at it. So after getting good at it, like, we literally stayed on here for the longest time. Like, we didn't really ever play any other game. Like, every once in a while, we would go back to MW3, you know, just if we were getting kind of bored of this game. But, I mean, like, it wasn't like a, you know, we constantly played a different game besides BO2. Like, this was it. And so, like, throughout the whole time, like, you know, we were constantly playing BO2, like, eventually, like, Filaro started getting bored of it, and so he wanted to kind of go back to MW3 more, because, like, that's where we started out, you know, that's where the good old days kind of happened, so to say. But since, like, we were playing BO2 so much, like, I really wasn't good at MW3 anymore, so I didn't enjoy playing it. Like, it always made me mad every time we played. Like, literally, after every time we played, I would take the game out of the system and, like, throw it across the room. Like, that's how mad it would make me. And so I never wanted to play it, like, anymore, because, like I said, it always made me mad. But Filaro, like, constantly wanted to play it. Like, it was, like, his favorite game. It was like, oh, come on, it's so easy to hit shots on this game. Like, it's really fun. Like, just play it more and, like, you'll warm up to it. And so since, like, me and Filaro are really good friends, like, you know, I played anyways. Even if it made me mad and I ended up rage quitting, I still played. I have no clue what I'm going for, like, that's not going anywhere. And so just recently, you know, like, honestly, to tell you guys, I've always kind of been, like, the person to rage in Call of Duty. Like, it wouldn't be too bad, but, like, I would just get kind of irritated and stuff, and, you know, kind of raise my voice and kind of cop an attitude towards people who would talk to me during that time. But just recently, like, I don't know, I've kind of let go of that feeling. Like, I haven't really, like, okay, here's a perfect example. Like, right, how you just saw right there? If this were me, like, 2 weeks ago, like, I would have been getting mad because, like, I was killing me with a red gun. But, like, just recently, you know, I haven't been feeling that. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just changing, maybe I'm growing up a little bit more, I don't know. So yeah, back to MW3. So just recently, like, I stopped kind of getting mad at Call of Duty. Like, I've just given up on getting mad. And so yesterday, my friend Falara wanted to play MW3. And, you know, since I figured that it wouldn't really make me mad anymore, I decided to give it a try. And so when we hopped on MW3, you know, like, we usually play our go-to game mode, which is 2v2 or 3v3, whichever one. Mostly 2v2. Falara says 3v3 is like a bit harder to trick shot on. So we usually stick to 2v2. And I kid you not, like, the whole time we were playing, I was having the hardest time trying to trick shot. Like, you know, because it's so different from Black Ops 2. Like, way different. For those of y'all who have never tried to trick shot on MW3 before, like, trust me, it's difficult to go from BO2 to MW3. And so the whole time we're playing, like, I'm sitting there like, okay, like, you know, this is different. Like, it's really hard to trick shot. I don't think I'll ever hit anything again. You know, because when I played, like, back in the day, like, I hit all the time. Like, you can ask Falara. Like, me and him would grind MW3 and hit clips for days. But, like, eventually, like, as we started, you know, playing a little bit more, and, like, I started, like, getting more attempts and stuff, like, my timing and stuff became better. Like, I don't know what it is with that game. Like, the timing is different. I just don't know what it is. And playing Claw seems a little bit more different because, like, you don't really insta-swap or anything. So I guess you kind of don't need to play Claw, like, if you really, like, don't want to. So anyways, like, as we're playing, like, I'm getting actually really good attempts. Like, I don't know, it just, like, came back to me really quick. Like, I started, like, getting better and everything. And I was telling Falara, I was like, yeah, maybe all I did need to do was just, you know, like, play it. Instead of, like, saying I hate it every time he wanted to play it, like, actually sit down and try and play it. And I guess the fact that, like, I don't really get mad anymore, like, really helped. Or, like, for once I could actually, like, sit down and play the game without wanting to, like, throw the disc, like, across the room. And on that game, like, it's honestly not that hard to, like, find people who want to trick shot. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of people who, like, love to try hard in that game, and they always use, like, the same weapons every time. It's either the MP7 or the ACR, and there's honestly a lot of people like that who love those two weapons. But at the same time, like, it's not hard to find people who actually want to trick shot. And that's one good thing about 2v2 and 3v3, like, there's always a lot of people on there who want to trick shot. Like, that game mode in particular. The face-off game mode, I think that's what it's called. Or it's honestly too early for me to be playing. And so I found this guy who wanted to trick shot with us. I can't remember what his name is. I'll probably find it later and put it in. They wanted to trick shot with us. Like, this guy was really cool. He wasn't setting up or anything. It was just like, you know, he liked trick shotting, so he would trick shot with us when we were at last. And so when we found this guy, like, this was already when, like, I started warming up to the game again. Like, I was getting extremely good attempts. Like, I kept saying it over and over. I was literally like, dude, I'm getting such great attempts. Like, I may hit. And honestly, like, saying it so much, I feel like Falara might have wanted to slap me. Like, honestly, I could see, like, me getting, like, extremely annoying just saying that over and over. And usually when we played MW3, like, back in the day, we went from, like, the same little spot. Like, we always hit, like, I guess the same kind of barrel stuff, like, over and over, just different stuff in our shot. And so when I went for my shot this time, like, I guarantee you, like, I promise, I did not know where the kid was. Like, I even asked Falara, I was like, dude, where is he? I can't find him. So I had no clue where the guy was, and I didn't even go from, like, my normal spot, like, that we normally would. I was going from, like, the opposite side. The way, like, our area is set up, like, where we trick shot from, there's, like, 2 sets of stairs, and then there's, like, a little building that they, like, both meet up in. And so one of the little stairs has like a little building like maybe 5 feet like away from it. There's like another little building, and it like leads to like a huge walkway and everything. And then there's the opposite stairs, which is where I was going from. So like separating it is like a little like is like the building itself from the other side. And so I went for my shot, like I kept going for it over and over, like I was getting extremely good timing, like I kept mentioning it. And like the whole time I was going for my shot, like I saw him like maybe a couple times, like I kept losing track of where he was. Like I knew he was in the general area, I just didn't like really have a clue where he was. And so I went for my shot, and I hit, like it was the craziest thing ever. Like I reacted as if I had hit like my first trick shot ever. And my friend Falaro was like kind of just chill about it, you know, like he didn't really care. Like he was like, oh wow, like you hit a shot. And so like when I got that vibe from him, I was just like kind of like, oh yeah, you know, I was just reacting in a dumb way. Like I changed it from like a legit reaction to like something dumb. And Falaro, if you're watching this, like I don't know if you picked that up or not, but yeah, it was real at first. And then I kind of got that vibe from you that like it wasn't that cool, so maybe I should not react so hard. I mean, but like I hadn't hit in forever. Like I hadn't played the game in forever, and on top of that, I hadn't hit a shot in forever. Like not just on one game, on every game. And you may be asking, oh Classics, didn't you hit a shot like, you know, a couple, maybe a week ago when I uploaded my first cutcom? Well guys, unfortunately, if you thought that was a shot that I hit recently, no it's not. It's an extremely old shot. Like I hit it back in the summer, I believe. And since I like couldn't record back then, like right now, if I don't hit something like for a cutcom, I'll just use an old shot and put it at the end. Until I start like hitting new shots and everything with like kill cam. But I mean, it was honestly crazy though, like coming from a game that like I mean I still don't really like it that much. Like the trick shotting on there just isn't really for me. But I mean, coming from a place where you absolutely don't like a game to freaking going on there and hitting like an extremely insane bill. Like it was honestly a cool feeling, I have to admit. I'm not saying like I won't play MW3. I mean, I'll play it because like I got really hype off that freaking shot that I hit. It makes me want to hit more. But I'm still like saying like compared to BO2, like it's, I don't know, it doesn't really come close. And after talking about it this whole time, I'm pretty sure y'all want to see the shots. So I'll put that at the end of this video. I'm just gonna finish up playing, see if I can hit something, and then I'll get back to y'all at the very end. Alright guys, well I hope y'all have a great rest of the day. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, go check those out. There's a link in the description in my last cutcom with Phalo and his channel, so go check out his channel. In my sub box, there's my friend Adrian's channel. Please go check out him. Really good YouTuber, makes great cutcoms, hits great clips, and is coming out with a new big episode soon. So please go check all of them out. They would really appreciate it. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one.